Hello and welcome back to day 19 of 30 Days of Sketches, Christy's from Christy's Beautiful Life. We are working on, as I said, day 19. Didn't need to repeat that. We are working on day 19 and it's Janet Fritz's sketch and it's up there in the top left-hand corner. At first, with this one, at first glance, I thought it only had like 2-3 different paper layers, but the more I went in, the more layers I had to add to it, and I end up using a mixture of papers. Some of them are from last year's Celebrate collection, Celebrate You collection. I hope I got the name. I'm doing really bad with getting names right lately. And some are from the mix-ins from the month that we had the Are We There Yet collection. Some of them are from the Are We There Yet collection. So there was a real mix of bits and pieces. I'm using the 30 Days of Sketches as a real chance to just mix and match what I've got in my collections, to use different bits and pieces and to enjoy using and collaborating with different collections and pulling things in. So here we go. I'm just trimming that one down. So this will be my first layer. I'm just adjusting the camera there. And I go to all the trouble of scruffing this up and doing a bit of tearing of edges and things like that. And you can barely see it. It's nearly all covered in the final layer. But hey, I did it. Anyway, here I'm gutting that little bit of a striped paper so I can save it and use it somewhere else, just being that little bit thrifty. And here you can see where I am taking those edges and I tore them up. Gee, we're on a really fast one today. I must have been in a hurry when I made this layout. If you are playing along at home with the 30 Days of Sketches, you will know that it's full on. It's go, go, go for the whole month. Here, I already had sort of that circular bit in the end of this one, but I knew it was going to be too wide. So all I did, rather than try to do some complicated cutting with that, is I just used my roll of double-sided tape there to make an outline and cut around it. So, and because my cutting might not have been perfect, I scruffed that one up too. So you're not even going to notice once it's all said and done. So there I've got 2 layers and I think I'm very close. Like I'm I'm close to done here. I've got my 2 layers and then I go, no, this doesn't look right. So in a moment I'm going to go and I'm going to find another layer to put in, and you'll see I constantly actually have to move different bits to get the different layers that I end up creating in. Janet, thank you so much for a really fun sketch. I like this. I really liked that circle bit at the side. I liked the all the different layers. In the end I went, this really works, all these different layers. So here I come in and I'm popping this one underneath that yellow and I'm trying to get it all the way kind of in, and my paper keeps moving and all sorts of jazz. I'm not doing things in the correct order, so I can't expect them to work perfectly. I realize that's too long in a minute. I don't know if it's now or later, but I do some adjusting on that one. The one thing I wish I'd done was blend, if I had blended the ends of this. So it's a wood grain paper. I couldn't even tell you what collection that is off the top of my head, but it's a wood grain collection. Here I'm bringing it in and I'm just using it at the top and the bottom. I don't know why I did that, guys. I'm trying to remember now. And I think I'll move it a little bit in a minute. And then I'm going to bring another layer that I forgot. In this should be the name of the title. I forgot a layer. Go back, add a layer. It's not even I forgot a layer. I just wasn't reading the sketch really, really well. So I'm going to bring that in and pop that. I realized did you notice that I put the tape on the complete wrong side of that piece of paper and I had to take it off and add it to the other side. One of the other things I really liked about this sketch was that there's elements that go off on either side. So it wasn't contained on either side with the elements and the papers. Quite often we make them all stay on the inside a border, and these kind of drifted off either way. Scruffing up these photos so they go a little bit with the other elements that I've scruffed up and done a bit of distressing on, and I'm also popping them up on some foam so that they're a little bit off the page and there's a little bit of dimension there. What do I do next, guys? Oh, okay, so this is my title. So using my Cricut machine, no shock to those that have been watching for a little while. Using my Cricut machine, I cut out a title. I realized very, very soon that that blue needs something else. So I went and I cut another layer to pop under that anchors bit and put that on. Now, some of you who have been watching my videos will know that my son has been editing the videos. So quite often he is on one side of my bench using my screen and editing my videos, and I'm on the other side of the bench designing, and that was the case when I was making this layout. And I said to him, I said, can you remember this? Now, this was a long time ago, and he said, the only thing I can remember about this day was I had a can of Coke. I'm like, okay, he had a can of Coke. Obviously, my kids don't drink Coke very often, so having a can of Coke would have been a very important thing to him, obviously. So there wasn't much to be said. I will probably go back and get from my husband maybe a detail or two more, like where it might have been. I thought it was at Loch Sport, where we have a beach house, but maybe it wasn't. Here you can see that I'm doing the old fighting with twine thing, where I'm trying to get this twine to act a little bit like naturally on the layout, and I'm twining it sort of up around those photos, down along the bottom, and then attaching it to this anchor. And then I'm going to build clusters around that little bit on the right hand side and a little bit on the left as well. I did originally have it attached also to the anchor that's the O in Anchors Away, but that I didn't really like it. Sort of cut through, and it was like it's going from one anchor to another, and it didn't make sense. So I just cut it off where that away is and used it to kind of draw your line back around the page. I had a few leftover stickers from the Are We There Yet collections, and I'm bringing those in little spots here. So I've got like a little travel journal, I cut a little explore ticket or bag ticket, and you'll see this blue bag in the moment. I like that little bit of blue there, but I don't need very much of it, so I'm going to use half on one side and half on the other, and that's going to extend my stickers a little bit and what I have. So that's a really good thing. If you're tucking something in behind, you don't need to use the whole sticker under there. You can use it in a part, and most people wouldn't even know what that sticker is now, but it does leave just a little bit there. Now I've got north, south, east, west. I hope I've got those in the right directions. And final little things is doing some little doodling around the edges, which you know I love to get my texture out and doodle. So I hope this has been a fun page. We're going to cut to a cleanup in a second, and then we will do a slow down and a still photo of the layout. But I'd love to take this opportunity to thank you all for all the wonderful comments you have been leaving. You make me feel so blessed, and it always gives me a giggle when I read your comments. Please keep them coming. Let me know what you're thinking, and how you're going with the 30 Days of Sketches if you're playing along. If you want to know more about the 30 Days of Sketches, please hit the description below. That has the Facebook links there. And apart from that, hit the subscribe, the like, and all those things that keep the channels going. We really, really appreciate it when you do that. That it helps our channels to grow. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.